The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, that is RCMP, had been a male-dominated icon in Canada since its beginning in 1873. Northwest Mounted Police. It was established to protect law and order in the newly acquired Western Territories. Canada's National Police Force took 101 years to finally remove the gender barrier and accept women into its ranks as regular members. On May 23, 1974, RCMP Commissioner Morse J. Naden announced that the RCMP would accept application from women as regular members. Just 4 months after the announcement, that is on September 16, 1974, 32 women made Canadian history when they were simultaneously sworn in to become the country's first female troop of Mounties. These revolutionary women came from across Canada, except for Prince Edward Island, Yukon, and Northwest Territories. The age group ranged from 19 to 29 years. The first female troop, which was called Troop 1774-75, commenced training at Depot Division, Regina, Saskatchewan on September 23, 1974. The troop graduated on March 3, 1975, and it's written into the history book of the RCMP. It is notable that Troop 1774-75 graduated with 30 of the original 32 women enlisted. The 2 women who left during recruit training went into other support roles within the RCMP. It was very evident from the start that there was an abundance of interest and support for Troop 1774-75 to succeed, and that the RCMP wanted to ensure a positive and successful integration of women into their policing rules. Not only Canada, even the world were watching on how this transition would come about and be successful. In order to assist with this change, the RCMP seconded a female Canadian military officer, Major Doris Stoll, to act as troop advisor to Troop 17. This was the first and only time in the history of RCMP where an outsider advisor was relied on to assist with one of its troops. This was a very good decision made by the force, which showed their commitment to ensuring the success of the women. The women were trained in the same manner and course content as their male counterparts, except for slight modifications that were necessary in the physical training aspects for the women. In the female physical training component, more emphasis was placed on flexibility rather than strength. But like the male recruits, the member of Troop 1774-75 trained with weights, swimming, which did include life-saving skills, self-defense, and ground fighting, and met all the required firearm qualifications. The RCMP female uniform was a work in progress when the women arrived at Depot in September 1974. Over the next few months, much discussion took place between members of the Troop 17, including Major Toll, into what would be an appropriate uniform for female members to enable them to perform the jobs for which they were being trained. Unfortunately, it did take years, and it wasn't until 1990 that the female uniform was dropped and all Mounties were issued the same kit and the clothing. The first uniform the women Troop 17 wore was fatigue, while they got accustomed to Depot life. The men's fatigues were green pants and jackets, but the women were issued navy blue overalls, much like those that a mechanic would wear. Well, I am not going to talk much about the uniform here. However, there was one element that was unique for Troop 17. Something never experienced by any troop before or after. The news media. As stated in Long Journey, written by Bonnie Riley Smith, PhD, member of the RCMP from 1977 to 87. The RCMP granted the media unprecedented access to the first female Mounties at the Academy. Journalists from across the country and around the world interviewed and photographed the women jogging, lifting weights, swimming, marching, and learning how to fire revolvers. Several of the women remembered just wanting to fit in with the male recruits, and that was hard to feel like everybody else while under media scrutiny. The troop felt continuous pressure to prove they deserved to be member of the force and wanted to succeed in every challenge presented to them. As a result, the women became very close by supporting each other during good and bad times through ongoing internal and external pressures. This support continued when they were posted to field, and this incredible group of women continue to support each other to this day. Throughout the years, it has been said that Troop 17, 74-75 closeness is extraordinary. The member of the Troop 17, 74-75, Beverly Besson Nee MacDonald, became the first female to hold the position of Commissioner of Royal Canadian Mounted Police from December 16, 2006 to July 16, 2007. Several women went on to become instructors at Depot Division, while many continued in active policing roles throughout their career. These women blazed the trail for many women who have followed in their footsteps.